Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
If you want to go inside, you have to wait until tomorrow.
Christ!
It's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant? That fellow is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
That's how you want it, eh? Ow! That's for your cheek. Now stop your damn.
She could be killed in there. And you think the bailiff wouldn't hold you responsible, sitting here and doing nothing to stop it?
You really think she could be? God almighty. Here, take the key. Please, help her.
She's sitting right outside the door. She can hear everything, but she don't dare interfere. Let her listen. Let them all listen. So turn over and shut your damned mouth.
No! Leave me alone, you pig!
What did you say?
I said you're an animal, and I won't do that!
You call me an animal? Is that any way to talk to a customer, you fucking whore?
Get out! Keep your money! I'll have nothing to do with you.
Oh, yes you will. I paid for you, and I'll get what I paid for, whether you like it or not. Come here to me, kitten.
You beast! You fucking heartless beast! Get your hands off me!
That's how you want it, eh?
Ow!
That's for your cheek. Now stop your damn carry-on. You want another? Do you?
You won't get away with this.
Oh yeah? You think a knight in shining armor is gonna come to your rescue? Nobody gives a fuck about you!
Marush won't let you beat me like that.
What the fuck are you doing here? Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out!
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adele.
For Adele? But I paid for that whore!
I'm sure we can come to some agreement. Have you any idea the shit I can land you in if I have a word with the bailiff?
The bailiff doesn't care about some whore.
Maybe, maybe not. He might care about your sodomy, though, if I give him an eyewitness account.
Fucking hell. What do you want from me?
Get out!
What have you done?
Fuck! I don't need this shit! But you haven't heard the last of this, fucker! I'll cut your fucking throat for that!
What in God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God! Henslin will kill me! If Marush doesn't first.
Everything will be alright.
All right? You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him. And he ended up dead.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore. We'll leave together.
Who gave you that idea?
Johanka.
What Johanka are you talking about, for God's sake?
She's from Skalitz, like me. Just an innocent girl.
They all claim that.
But she really is.
How could you know that?
Because maybe the Virgin Mary speaks to her.
What?
The Blessed Virgin started visiting Johanka in her dreams.
Visiting?
Well, that's how Johanka put it. Like visitations in which she spoke to her.
But why would the Virgin choose her to speak to?
It was only on account of her that the wounded from Skalitz got to Sasau. Although they didn't have it easy there either.
I heard they took them in at the monastery.
Aye, but they didn't exactly bend over backwards to help them there. Johanka had to take care of them on her own. Most of them wouldn't have lived without her. Look, when I came to see her the first time, after Skalitz, she was destroyed. And they wanted to drive her out of the monastery. She could have just gone. But she didn't want to stop helping the others.
But what's any of that got to do with me?
It was Johanka who sent me to you. She had visions at night. And according to these visitations, she believes she has a duty to save sinners.
And you believe in these visitations?
Yes, I believe.
I'd like to believe too.
Well, why don't you try it then?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Well, when you put it like that, it does sound a bit peculiar.
I should say so. It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Ratai could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes, but you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
Well, there, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
We can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few things. Mother of God, I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
God be with you.
I told told you I wasn't done with you yet. I'll hang you up by the balls from the nearest... Why you doing here? Then I'll get my pay.
Pig willingly for the slaughter.
You're dead.
Bring it on.
You'll get what for.
Are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Well, they hacked me up a bit, but I'm still on my feet. That's enough.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Let's go then.
Goodbye.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me, without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
You don't have to thank me, and you certainly don't have to offer your body to anyone. Anyone at all.
Oh, thank you, Henry. Thank you.
Henry, how did it go? God be with...
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
So, what do you think? Was it all right?
I'm at a loss for words. It was great. It sounded almost like it wasn't you at all. I never expected you'd say such things. Flames, a golden city, beasts of hell. It was awe-inspiring. You even put the fear of God into me. I heaved a sigh of relief when the Virgin Mary came and everything ended well. It was the best sermon I ever heard. I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Henry. I don't even know how I did it. I just opened my mouth and the words came by themselves. What about other people? What did they say?
I'd say they liked it. Everyone was quite spellbound.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it? And do you think it made sense? That it was clear what I wanted to say?
Oh yes, clear as day. It was a warning about our sinfulness. If we're virtuous, Our Lady will protect us against the demons.
Yes, that's what I think her message was. Thank you, Henry. I'm glad you were there with me.
So am I. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. How is Matthias doing?
I think he's getting better. It looks like his fever's fallen. Sometimes we even talk for a while. I just hope he doesn't relapse again.
Nah, he'll pull out of it. You'll see. You know, I could get you some potion to help calm you down so you can sleep.
Thanks. But there's no point in it. Brother Nicodemus already tried and it didn't help.
Oh, I see. I brought you something.
That's sweet of you. What is it?
I've got quite a bit of meat. More than I can eat myself. I thought you might be able to use it.
Thank you so much. This will help us a lot. We've barely got enough to eat, you know?
Glad to be of help. I see things are looking up for you. You even got a roof over your head. I'm glad you don't have to sleep in that stable anymore. And it seems the overseer coughed up a groschen or two in the end, eh?
Yes. I'm glad too, but it's a little bit complicated. Monastery affairs, you know. I won't bother you with the details.
What about the custodian? Is he leaving you alone now?
Yes. He hasn't been here for a while. Can we just talk about something else, please?
What's got into you? You're not yourself at all. Is something wrong?
Oh, Henry. If only you knew.
What's the matter?
Sir Sebastian. He kept coming here, always bringing me gifts, a dress, a piece of jewelry. He was so persistent. I was completely worn out from everything. And he was the only one here who showed me any sympathy, any understanding. He was quite kind, actually. And then once, more than once, I went with him. Then he had this room cleared out and gave it to me.
But you're not to blame. These things happen. He's a noble, and he can do whatever he feels like. Took advantage of you.
But it's all over, I swear. Since I started having those dreams, I haven't been with him. I sold all the things he gave me and bought food and supplies for the sick. I still feel terrible about it. I think maybe it's because of me that Matthias isn't getting better. If I had been more virtuous...
Don't be so hard on yourself. The important thing is you ended it, and you tried to make amends.
I'm so ashamed, Henry. Please forgive me, and don't tell Matthias or anyone else, I beg you.
I won't breathe a word. I promise.
Thank you, Henry. Thank you. I feel relieved for telling you. You're so understanding. Take care.